When first starting out on a new presentation in PowerPoint, you might want to focus on the content. You're not concerned with backgrounds and schemes, adding pictures and media and so on. You just need to get your slides created, get the content in there, and a great tool for doing so to keep you focused is something called outline mode. And we're going to look at that now using our orientation slide presentation here. First, we'll go up to the very top of the navigation pane and click Outline. And this switches us into outline mode. Now on the right hand side, you're still going to see a preview of your slide, but notice the thumbnails are gone now from the navigation pane and you're looking at your slides and the content. So just the text content, titles, bullets, maybe subtitles for example. And you can see we have a number of slides that are all numbered down the left hand side here. So we can go to any of these slides and start editing the actual content. Let's start right at the very top with slide number 1. Now this is a new blank slide, it's a title slide, and there's nothing showing up next to it. When we click next to slide 1, we can start typing. And in this case, it would be our title. So let's type in New Hire Orientation. Now look what happens when you press Return on your keyboard. Automatically, PowerPoint wants to start a new slide. A new slide is inserted. We can see it over here on the right-hand side. It's a title and content layout. But really what we wanted was to put in maybe the subtitle here under New Hire Orientation, or maybe start a bulleted list. In that case, you're going to hit your Tab key. When you hit the Tab key, you'll notice that you're still on slide 1 now, and you're ready to start typing your subtitle. And that's because we're using a title slide. So let's just type in the year, let's say. There you go. Now you've got your title slide, you've got your title and your subtitle showing up, and that's all we need. We're focused on the content. Later on, we'll worry about formatting it to look nice with backgrounds and schemes and all that kind of stuff. But for now, we're focused on our content. Let's go down to introductions here. Here we can see in slide 2 all of the content. It's in a bulleted list format. So this would be typically a slide that contains a title and content, the content being a bulleted list. So we can start making changes to our text easily just by clicking in the spot where we want to type. Notice it takes us to that slide. We see it over on the right hand side. And we can start typing in additional text. Let's scroll down a little bit further. We'll just use the scroll bar to scroll down the list of slides here. And we'll go to slide number 6 here. Now in this case, you can see we've got a photo album and we've got a list that shows up in bullet form. And if we want to create sub-bullets, so we can create levels of our bullets, all we have to do is click where we want to indent. For under our farm, we click next to Ready for Pickin' and just press your Tab key. Tab key indents to the next level. So under our farm, we have a sub-level. And we could do the same for fresh. Just click in front of fresh, press your Tab key. If you want to go back a level, the opposite of Tab is Shift Tab. Hold down Shift while you hit the Tab key and fresh comes back. Let's do the same now for Ready for Pickin', because if you wanted to, you could select multiple bullets. We'll do a Shift Tab there. And we'll just click and drag on Ready for Picking all the way down to Extraction. Let's say those 3 should be sub-bullets of our farm. Now when you hit the Tab key, all 3 are indented to the next level. Press Tab again by accident, you go to a next level. So to bring them back, hold down Shift, press Tab, and back they come. So that's all there is to working in outline mode. If you want to add a new slide, all you do is press Return. Let's go down to Contact, the very last slide, and click at the end of Contact and press Return. This creates a new slide, slide 15, and notice the default slide is inserted for us. It's title and content. And because we're working in outline mode, we're focused on the content itself. So in this case, we could just type in the title. Let's type in Goodbye. When you press Enter or Return on your keyboard, notice what happens. A new slide is added, but just press Tab. And because now we're working on a title and content layout type slide, we get our first bullet. And we can see it down at the bottom of our navigation pane here. Let's type in a couple of sub-bullets here. For example, part of the goodbye is to have our closing message. Now when you press Return, it actually starts the next bullet. So hand in paperwork. And there we've got our 2 new bullets under our title of Goodbye. So when you really want to focus on the content of your presentation, Perhaps you're just getting started. You can't be bothered with the formatting of your slides at this point. You just want to get the slides in, the content, to get the right order. You can work in outline mode to focus on what needs to appear on the slides as opposed to how the slides appear.